Hi friends, this is Susie, your gaming guru, here to help you solve the puzzle of level 3647 in Candy Crush Saga, where we have 19 moves to clear out 120 jelly and collect 4 ingredients. So I have 2 ingredients on the board. Looks like there's a portal system that's going to connect things down here. So I have to clear out these toffee swirls, which operate the same way as waffles. So if you have waffles on your board, it's the same thing. Also, I've got 120 jelly. It used to be that the maximum number of jelly you could have on a board was 81, but they've just started counting it differently. It used to be this took up 1 jelly and this was counted as 1 jelly. Now this is counted as 1 because it's single thick, and this is counted as 2 because it's double thick. So if your jelly count has suddenly risen recently, don't worry, it's just counted differently. So let's see what we can do. I've got only a grid of 4 by 4, but I think I only have 3 colors on this board. So what I'm going to try to do is get some specials, presumably, there we go, some stripes to help me cut through here. Let's just keep using stripes where we see them, and this way or this way. Let's go this way. Oh, look at all this. So I've got a lot of thick stuff here. I could make a wrapped. The stripe would bring the wrapped down and the wrapped would settle here. Or I could make another stripe. I like the efficiency of moves here. I'm going to get this wrap real down low. Now I also have these things in here, licorice swirls, which aren't great, but also these color bombs. Should I do stripes or should I do another wrapped? I think I'm going to do stripes, and then I'm going to try to bring them downward and have them hit this area. Oh yeah, well, I'll make that wrapped. Ah, stink. Took it away. And I'm not focusing on this side of the board, which is a bit dangerous, and I still have more ingredients to take out. But I am exploring this board and trying to find out the best options here. So that ingredient got collected. Another ingredient is coming down. Wonderful, except now I've cleared this side of the board, and this side of the board is still a big mess. I do have to work over here a little bit because I have another ingredient. So let's just take this out. If I still had one more ingredient to pull through, I probably wouldn't have taken that move because I wouldn't want the ingredient to come back over here. I would want it to drop this way. Now I've got this wonderful opportunity to take out a color. So again, I'm going to take this because I'm using that color bomb. And so I'm using kind of a remote system here. I keep saying I'm going to get over here and then look what happens. Although I think I will do this first. Set up as much of this blue as possible to do the greatest amount of damage. So I'm getting fairly well finished over here, but look at how difficult this is, and I'm going to have more licorice coming in. I can work up here and make a stripe and bring it downward, but I just don't have the number of turns required to do that. I have to make moves down here and hope that things fall into position. So yeah, not my finest hour, but not awful. This indeed is an area where I'll need to focus more next time. And I spent way too much time on one side that was getting cleared out. It could be that if I balance them more evenly, then the things I make here will help here, and the things I make here will help here and clear out any little remainders that I have going. So I'm going to pause the recording, come back with a new board. I'm going to turn the microphone off until there's something important to say, and then I'll come back on. Be right back. Okay, things went really well with that cascade and cleared this area out beautifully. Now I have to figure out the best way to approach this. Of course I want wrapped candies, right? Remember that these act like waffles, and so I can move them out of the way. They're not like frosting. They're movable structures. I could do things like this stripe, but I have to make moves down here. I could even do this stripe. I'm going to do this instead and try to get that nice cascading. There we go. That gives me a better opportunity to get those wrapped and striped forming on their own as they've got more places to drop from. So that's how I beat this board. It took me in total 5 tries to get it done, but I really had fun with it. Sometimes there were some tricky spots, like, do I want to try to put the color bomb together? Do I want to get a color bomb stripe together? Uh, it's tricky because there are sometimes more than one option, and it's difficult to know which is the best one to take. On a level like this, where we have a limited number of colors, generally it's going to be better. I'm not saying always, but generally it's going to be better to do a color bomb stripe over a color bomb, because a color bomb definitely takes out a layer of everything, but a color bomb stripe has the opportunity to hit things more than once. So evaluate that before you jump into that decision. If this was helpful, I'd ask that you consider liking and subscribing. If you have any questions or comments, please put those below. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Bye-bye.